Hi, I'm Allison.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is The Hoot! This is the podcast where we talk about all things movies, TV shows, podcasts, and so on.
We wanted to start this podcast so we could share our intense, weird, and controversial conversations about everything with the world.
So sit back,
get your blue milk.
What? And listen to The Hoot!
It's from Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
So because we are recording these last two episodes back to back, Mandalorian 1 and Mandalorian 2, we are skipping What's Up Doc and what we've been watching and listening to because it's the same thing that we just spoke about, so we're done with that.
We just did it.
But instead, we have an actor of the week.
Who is it, Ashley?
It's Justin Bartha. Who the heck is that?
What are you talking about?
It's Riley from National Treasure.
Oh, that guy. He's so cute.
Yes. He's also a main character, Doug, in The Hangover. Mm-hmm. He's also in Failure to Launch as another side character, and he's in a bunch of other movies that I've never heard of, but he's in a bunch of other stuff as well.
Yes.
But what you probably know him from is National Treasure, Hangover, or Failure to Launch.
Yes. We picked him because this week we were planning on going to Claire's, our cousin's house, to watch, like our intention of going was to craft and watch National Treasure. And then the night before, we were like, ooh, what movie should we watch? And I was like, let's watch Failure to Launch since Riley from National Treasure is in it. So we really like him as an actor.
Yes.
And he's just so cute. So Ashley, do you have some fun facts about him?
I do. So, these are like really quick, but they were like the first things that came up when I looked him up. Besides that he is in these movies, there wasn't very much about him besides these things that I found. The first thing is that he went out with Ashley Olsen from Mary-Kate and Ashley.
From Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Yep. So he at one point dated Ashley Olsen. They are broken up. He married a girl named Leah, and they've had two kids, Asa and Ruby, and they are still together. He's in the National Treasure movies, the Hangover movies. He endorsed Bernie Sanders in the 2016 election.
Yeah, he did.
His wife Leah is a fitness instructor, and she coined a famous yoga.
Oh. Hot yoga.
No, it's called like the B method or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
But that was on her thing.
That wasn't a fart. It was the chair moving.
Yeah. And he used to be a stage actor. He studied at Tisch in New York. And he started his career in 1998. So when you were born.
That's when I was born.
Yeah.
I should marry him.
Well. But yeah, so those are the only things that I got about him. But he's cute, and I like him. Yeah. I like him as Riley. He's like the cute, geeky guy, and yeah.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting right into it this week. So next, before we start our main part of our episode, we're going to talk to you guys about the Allery. Do you love the Hoot podcast?
Do you want to hear more of our lovely voices?
Do you want to be more involved in the creation of our show?
Well, wait no longer, because the Hoot podcast is on Patreon.
Yes, if you go to patreon.com/thehootpodcast, you can become a little hoot for $3 a month or a hooter for $5 a month.
This program not only helps us to create more content, but it helps us to improve our show over time for you all.
You also get so many cool incentives for joining.
Yeah, you get a shout out on our show.
You get exclusive content like bonus episodes and videos of us.
And you get a handmade gift from one of us, probably me, Ashley.
So join our Allery now and to get all of that and more.
Thank you.
And back to the Hoot. Okay, so this week we are talking about The Mandalorian Season 2.
Yay!
So our synopsis is the same thing.
Yeah!
Pretty much after Season 1, The Mandalorian and the child, they
Are still on
are
their
still
pursuit.
traveling, but now they are looking for... Are they looking for Jedi yet? Or are they looking for Mandalorians?
I think they're looking for other Mandalorians
Yes,
at
so-
this point.
So basically, the Mandalorian, the main character,
It's because he
the one lady told him to look for them.
yes, because she said that they would know
Yes.
and that there
Know
were
what
more
to do.
Mandalorians
Yes.
out there, so that's where he should go.
So his first intention is, I need to go find more people like me.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout this season, he's looking for other Mandalorians, and then eventually goes searching for Jedi to help the child. So, yeah. Do you have some cast members for us?
I do.
Ashley?
So because it is season 2, we are introduced to a bunch more characters. This season, I mean, it's spoilers for season 2 because we're talking about season 2. But we have Boba Fett, and he is played by Temuera Morrison, and he is the original Boba Fett.
Wait, he's...
I'm pretty sure I looked it up before.
Wow.
And he is Boba Fett.
So
Yep.
that's kind of a spoiler for everybody because, like...
He's Jango Fett in
He was
Star
dead.
Wars Episode 2. He plays Commander Cody in Episode 3. So he is credited... Well, he's uncredited as the voice in Episode 5. Star Wars Episode 5, so The Empire Strikes Back as Boba Fett. But in Episodes 1 through 3, he plays Jango Fett, which is...
His father.
His father, because he is the clone that they are making of him. And then, so he was originally in the Star Wars thing before everything with the Mandalorian started happening.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah. My next person...
He looks very different. Sorry. That's
No, yeah, he does. Yeah, I'm sorry. Next person is Fennec Shand. I think we mentioned her in the last one because she's played by Ming-Na Wen, which is Mulan.
In the animated one. She's also a Marvel superhero.
Apparently, but I don't know about that. But she is like Boba's like assistant or something.
I'd say sidekick.
Assistant.
That's like the
she does a lot of stuff.
Or partner.
Though. Yeah,
maybe partner.
Partner would make sense. Next we have...
Honestly, wait. It could be his daughter. That's just a weird...
I don't know.
But he's old enough.
No.
She looks really young, though.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Next one is Peli Moto, who is played by Amy Sedaris. She is the lady who...
she lives on Tatooine.
She lives on Tatooine, and then she helps with Baby Yoda, and...
she fixes his ship.
Yeah,
though.
fixes her ship, yeah. The next person is Bo-Katan. And Bo-Katan, it's Bo-Katan Kyriz, is played by Katie Sackhoff. And Bo-Katan is one of the other Mandalorians.
So...
She's the Mandalorian, like, princess.
Yes. So she's supposed to be, like...
Royalty
in the Mandalore...
religion?
Not necessarily the religion, because she more doesn't necessarily practice the religion as he does.
Yeah. So
I would say the, like, ancestry kind of thing. So yeah.
My next person that I'm mentioning is Captain Carson Teva. Is played by Paul Sung Hyung Lee, which he is Kim in Kim's Convenience,
Yes.
Mr. Kim, which I thought was really cool.
Yes.
That he was in that. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Mr. Kim. So he's in it. He has a little speaking role, and like he's supposed to be on the Empire side. but he lets the Mandalorian go, and he becomes sort of like, I guess, he empathizes with him and like is saying like, yeah, we shouldn't take the child or anything like that. I don't know. He lets him go.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, hold on.
The next person is the Frog Lady. Her name is literally Frog Lady.
I love Frog Lady.
And she's played by D. Bradley Baker. So a man plays the Frog Lady.
But there was another person who played her. So in the IMDb, the person who was the stage performer for Quill also played the Frog Lady.
Okay.
So I'm guessing she also was like the stage performer, and the voice was that guy.
Yeah, probably. But I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill, as we all know, is Luke Skywalker. He also plays a droid at one point. But he does come back as Luke Skywalker, but as CGI'd Luke Skywalker.
He's baby Luke.
He's baby Luke. So yes, he is in The Mandalorian. If you haven't gotten to episode 8 yet, I apologize. But he's in it.
Yep.
Luke Skywalker comes back because he's not dead yet.
Yeah, I think his entrance,
I totally knew it right when, like, they said that there was a Jedi coming. I was like, oh no, it's gotta be.
The symbolism of, like, him coming through to where they're at in the ship is, like, very similar to Darth Vader's entrance in
New Hope.
A New Hope, yes. And so I thought that was really cool how they kind of, like, mimicked that. That entrance of him.
Yeah.
So
I still have more people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a lot of new characters.
I didn't know you had more. I thought that was the end.
No. Next person is Xian or Xian or Xian. I don't know how to pronounce it.
What's it spelled?
apostrophe A-N.
Xian.
Xian is played by Natalie Tanya, which is...
Okay, actually, hold on. Hold on, Ashley. You're getting so excited. This person is from season 1, and we forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley forgot to add her.
I forgot to add her.
Because Ashley wasn't paying attention to what seasons these people were in.
Because I was just reading.
She was just reading them. She needs to do better. No, it's okay. Just kidding. So Xian, she's in the episode
The Prisoner.
The Prisoner. And, okay, you can go on.
It's Natalie Tanya.
And what does she play?
She's Nymphadora Tonks in Harry Potter.
Yeah. Don't be sad.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, she plays Nymphadora Tonks.
Which we just found out.
That is one person that I hope will get to come back in season 3. Because she was not in season 2.
Yes.
So, go on.
Next person is Ahsoka Tano. And the person who plays that person. So the next character is Ahsoka Tano, which is played by Rosario Dawson, which she is in Rent, is what I think of most. She's also in Luke Cage. She is the girl who sings Will You Light My Candle?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the stripper.
Yes.
But yeah, so Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, and that character is
Luke or
Anakin's Padawan. And we see her in the TV show The Clone Wars, which I actually haven't seen, but a lot of people have and loved it. So I know Ryan used to watch it when
I've watched a couple of episodes because he was watching it. And then our last character is Cobb Vanth, which he is in the episode with the giant not dragon.
And it's like a worm or something.
Yeah, a giant worm.
It's called a dragon, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they call it like a dragon.
Okay.
But he is played by Timothy Olyphant.
And is he in Friends?
I believe so.
Okay.
Potentially.
Because he's like...
I think we're also thinking of the other guy. He is in a lot of things, though.
What'd you say his name was?
Timothy Olyphant. He's in Justified, which I've seen that commercial like a million times. He's in The Office as Danny Cordray, the guy who doesn't like Pam.
That's what I'm thinking of,
Yes.
is The Office, not Friends. Is he in Friends, though? I'm going to find out.
I don't know. I feel
But yes, I'm definitely thinking of The Office.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Brother. Sorry, we're in a house today that is filled with people, and that was my fault because I didn't... Because we had stuff to do today, and I wanted Ashley to come over here rather than going to her apartment. So we have lots of loud noises around us, and I apologize. So next we're going to go into, rather than fun facts, since I didn't really have any more or any specifics to season 2, we're going to talk about our predictions for season 3.
Yeah.
Or on. So, oh, what are you laughing at?
I made up some that I don't really think are coming true,
my
but I would
gosh.
love if they came true.
Okay. So I guess we can just go back and forth with our predictions.
Okay.
My first prediction is that the Mandalorian and Grogu, as we know, the Baby Yoda / the child, is they will be separated for a little bit, and then they will come back together halfway through season 3. That is my prediction.
I bet something will happen with that. Yeah.
Yes.
My first prediction is that Yoda, the original Yoda, comes back to life and talks to Baby Yoda about his destiny and about how he must not turn to the dark side. But then Baby Yoda sees the dark side and he's like, maybe I should. And that's why we never see Baby Yoda in the last 3 episodes of Star Wars.
Okay.
Because he turns to the dark side and Yoda has to kill him.
Well, okay, so that kind of... that doesn't... Okay, no.
No, I think that's coming true. It's happening. If it does, I totally win $1 million.
Going along the same lines of Yoda.
Okay.
A prediction I have based on Yoda is that the Jedi ghost of Yoda, comes and talks to Grogu in a way, or that Grogu has some kind of specific connection to Yoda. Or even that Luke teaches Grogu about Yoda or about his culture, and that we learn more about Grogu's culture. So that's, you can say another dumb prediction now.
My next one is that Baby Yoda decides that he's still hungry, and so he goes back to find the frog lady and her eggs, even though her eggs are now grown up into regular frog children.
So is this going on the same lines of Grogu being on the dark side now?
Yes! So he's a part of the dark side, and he's still hungry, so he goes to find those frog children, and he picks them off one by one.
Yes.
I think that's the last one of my Baby Yoda being evil.
Okay. So, this is kind of like like down the line, but I do predict that Kylo Ren and Grogu will have some kind of meeting. Whether we see that or not, I'm not sure. But I also think that may be the reason, not the reason, but since I believe that Grogu and the Mandalorian will come back together, I believe that may be the reason that Grogu leaves the Jedi Temple, because of Kylo Ren or Ben Solo. Just some reason in that. I feel like there should be there's going to be something with that. I also predict that we will not see Boba Fett again unless there's some kind of crossover. And in that, I predict that we may have crossover episodes with the new series, The Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So,
you are ready for my next
I'm
one?
ready for your next prediction.
Okay. My next prediction is a nice prediction.
Okay. Is it a real one?
Yes, but also kind of silly.
Okay.
I predict that Baby Yoda and R2-D2 become best friends.
Okay, yeah. I can see that.
Like, they already had a connection at the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm out of predictions that
Okay,
I've written
I have
down,
more.
but I have predictions in my mind.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
I think that we will see less of Luke Skywalker and that there will be some kind of like Jedi teacher rather than him. But I also predict that they will try to do some of him, but maybe just with his voice for teaching Grogu.
Do you think that they'll have Leia at all in it?
Yes. But I'm not sure how much. They may do just something at the very end again. Or I can picture them doing something more with, like, along the lines of, like, Ben Solo doing something to Grogu. Grogu leaves. And Leia having to intervene in that. But that's, I mean...
It's far-fetched a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like
I can
it's
see them
definitely going
doing
to
it,
follow
though,
the
for
Mandalorian story more. And I definitely feel like he's going to be kind of like on a very confusing part of his life where he's like, what do I do? And there's definitely going to be stuff between him and Bo-Katan going on because he does have the Darksaber now.
Yeah, that's part of my one actual probably real prediction is that Mando, since his, I guess, journey to help Grogu find his people, he's going to go out and look for his own people. He's going to go back and find Bo-Katan and...
I mean, he's with her right
Well, yeah, he's with her right now. I meant that they're going to go and try and
find more
find and be a part of that culture. And
they do have a planet, don't they?
Yes.
So are they gonna go take that planet, you think?
Maybe. Yeah.
Or maybe it could be that the whole season is about them going to take over that planet.
It could.
Again.
Yeah.
/ going to find more Mandalorians so that they can go take it over. Did you have more?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
I have 2 more. Next. Mando is so sad that he has lost Grogu. His heart is broken, so he must fill it with something. So he goes and he adopts another child. This child was actually just taken from its home. And he has parents, but he took him anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I was just trying to make it more funny. But no, he does adopt another child.
What if, though? What if?
He becomes an adoption agent, a foster parent for everyone.
Well, what I'm thinking is, what if, like, Luke Skywalker is like, you did such a good job.
Go find other
Jedi for me. Or, like, go find more younglings that could become Jedi for me. Like, because who does that?
Yeah.
Who is
It's almost like a bounty hunter, but, like, not for bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so maybe he does something like that, or maybe he doesn't. But, like, I feel like if he did, it would be on the call of Luke Skywalker and probably halfway into the season, because I honestly don't think that Grogu and the Mandalorian will see each other again until, like, at least halfway through season 3.
Yeah.
Maybe not even till the end of season 3. So maybe never again, which I don't think that's going to happen because they spent $5 million on that puppet. So
and they're making a lot of money on that merchandise.
Yes, that too.
Are you ready for my last?
I'm ready for your last prediction.
Mando, again, brokenhearted,
Yes.
goes and finds his friend.
Which friend? What friend?
Timothy Oliphant.
Okay.
Which is
The sheriff?
The sheriff. And they become buddy cops together.
Oh my god.
And it becomes a buddy cop movie.
Wait, actually, can that happen?
I hope so.
But. Okay, here's the thing. I want that guy to come back somehow. That's like one of my predictions, is that guy will come back.
But he doesn't have his armor anymore because Boba Fett has it now.
So I'm wondering if something happens. But the whole thing that I'm, like, thinking about is, like, how will they get in communication?
he'll go back to the planet because he's brokenhearted and he needs to go find a friend.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And that's... I don't really have any other predictions. I mean, obviously there's, like, a lot of things that I just think about randomly, and then I'm like, oh, what if that happens? I also question if the Mandalorian will question his faith in his religion at all, because he did take off his helmet to show Grogu his face at the end.
That was, I think, more just, like...
Yes.
A sign of, like...
But...
I care about you.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like...
deserve to see my face.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, Bo-Katan is very much like, oh, you're part of the old religion. Like, we don't do that anymore. We don't hide our faces, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm wondering if he will, like, dabble in that or, like, talk to them about that, or if he'll just, like, stay himself and keep going on with what he believes and what he's always believed. So... I don't know either. I haven't seen season 3 yet.
Nope,
so.
me neither.
Yeah. Do you have any predictions for the Book of Boba Fett? Since
I think that he is gonna
kill people
and have people do his bidding.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get a giant monster and put it underneath the thing, and then have all the Empire people come, and he's gonna torture them and then throw them in the pit.
I thought it was interesting that the one guy who, like, lived with Jabba the Hutt was now, like, the Hutt.
Yeah.
The new Hutt.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was interesting. And then I also was questioning, like, okay, so... how did Boba Fett get out of the pit?
It doesn't make any sense.
He died.
It's
like,
probably because of
his
armor.
Yeah. And maybe
just
he made the thing throw up, or maybe he got out of it somehow. But, like, I was kind of like, that's not him. That's, like, his son or something. But then I'm like, no, he's old.
I'm hoping we get, like, a flashback. And, like, just a lot of the information that we are missing with all of that, and, like, where he's been.
But also, like, they were surprised to see him, right? When he comes back. So it had to be something that they didn't see.
Well, also, he's been, no, they thought that he died.
Yeah.
But that's because there was this whole Jedi that came and shot up everybody.
That's true.
So, I mean, he could have just escaped and...
But we watched him die.
We did. We watched him get eaten.
Maybe Ming-Na Wen, Mulan, comes in, and she comes and gets him at night because it's his girlfriend / maybe daughter.
Not. No.
How do you know?
Because I don't think that's even possible.
How? People have sex, Ashley.
Okay, but I don't think he does.
You don't know.
I think I do.
What if it was...
No, wait, yes he does, because there's the one scene where he is with Jabba the Hutt's people, and the girls are, like, touching his armor.
Yeah. So I'm saying...
But I don't think it's his daughter. I really just think it's his partner.
But what if it's his girlfriend?
It's not.
What if it's his lost daughter?
No. It's not.
Okay, fine. I think we will hear more about their relationship. That is my prediction.
Well, yeah, but I don't think...
But we will find out what they are.
No.
DTR. Define the relationship. Sorry, I was about to say DTF, but that's not right. DTR. Define their relationship. Okay, so next on our agenda, let's talk about our favorite episodes from this season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Okay, so I have 3 this time.
I do too.
Yay. They're probably the same ones.
I bet they are. What's your first one?
Good. The first one is chapter 10, which is The Passenger.
That is one of mine, but is not
one of my favorites because the frog lady.
I love the frog lady. She's so sweet.
I think it's hilarious when Baby Yoda tries to eat the eggs, and he's just like,
yep.
And it's like,
I like the very, very end when he like
eggs.
Well, when they like meet her family or her husband, and he still has an egg, and you can tell he kind of feels bad about eating it, but he does it anyway.
Yeah.
But
I also like when he goes to school.
Yeah.
That's a good part, too.
Is that in the one after the passenger, though?
It might be, actually. Yeah.
I think it is.
I just like that part. Anything with Baby Yoda is great.
So, I just loved the frog lady.
Yes, I think that was a good episode in general.
Yes.
And I liked how it
brought back the fighters from the guys, what's the thing called? Everybody's going to be mad at me for not remembering. The Princess Leia's thing.
The red guys?
Yeah. What's their...
The red guys?
No, but...
I don't know.
They're TIE... No, it's not TIE fighters, is it?
I don't know.
But they're the Resistance. Not the Resistance, though.
No.
What are they called?
I don't know, Allison. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. It is the Rebel Alliance that comes back. They have two of the fighters, and they find the Mandalorian. They chase him down. He has to land on this planet. Anyway.
Yeah.
The Rebel Alliance. That's what I was thinking of. But actually, so my favorite episodes, I have 3 as well. The first one I had down is The Marshal, which is with Timothy, the one guy. Oliphant.
Yeah,
and
that's my other favorite.
Oh, okay. You just had them out of order.
Yeah. Okay,
sorry. I thought that you would have them in order, so I was like, oh, we don't have the same ones.
I have 4 then.
Okay. So that the description of that episode is the Mandalorian is drawn to the Outer Rim to search for more of his kind. And he finds this guy that's wearing Mandalorian armor, and he takes off his helmet, and he's like, wait, you're not a Mandalorian. Where'd you get that stuff? And he's like, I found it. Isn't that Boba Fett's stuff, though? He's wearing Boba Fett's armor, so...
And then he gives it back to him at the end.
So the Mandalorian gets that armor, and then eventually Boba Fett gets it. But anyway, that's basically that episode. But it's when they fight the worm dragon thing, and
they team up with the sand people.
Yeah, they have the sand people in it, and I really like that. That they have to work together and stuff. And we get to see the sand people again, which there's a lot of, drama going on with them all the time. They kill lots of people. They do. They're not very nice. Yeah. But they also,
are misunderstood.
They're misunderstood, is what we learn. But also,
they killed Anakin's mom.
Also, they sound like the elephant seals or whatever from Happy Feet. Yeah. Anyway, okay, what's your next one?
Is chapter 13, The Jedi.
Okay.
Yes. I liked that episode not only because you get to see a Jedi for the first time in a long time, but also because of just, the whole story that's going, within it. It's, they're still,
the Empire's still in
tyranny.
Power there.
Yeah. Yeah. And, we get introduced to the Black Saber and all of that stuff. So
we already knew about the Black Saber.
Well, okay,
but we're starting to understand.
No, not the Black Saber.
That one bar thing that can fight with lightsabers.
It's Mandalorian.
Metal.
Armor, metal. Yeah.
But that specific weapon can go be against lightsabers. I guess
it's not able to be pierced by lightsabers.
Yeah.
And then my last episode is chapter 16, The Rescue, which
have that
is
one
the
down
last
too.
one.
Yes.
It is one of my favorites because it is fun, and they all band together again.
They get together again.
And we get to see Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And there's a nice moment between Mando and the Baby Yoda, Grogu.
Yeah.
And it's cute.
It's sad.
It's sad.
I think I cried a little bit. Not much, but...
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, set it up for questions for people that, the fan base, because it's okay, so what's going to be next? Is Grogu not even going to be in it? Are they going to be separated? That kind of thing. Yeah. Are we going to follow Grogu? Are we going to just forget about him until maybe we see him again? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. So, Yeah, do you have any more?
That was it.
Okay. So, that was a really short episode for today, but...
Shout out to the frog lady.
Shout out to the frog lady. She is my jam. Her and her family. You know what? I have another prediction.
We're going to see her family.
Her children are going to be Jedis.
Oh, dang it. I was going to say Baby Yoda was going to eat her children, but okay.
No, I predict that her children will become Jedis.
I think one of them will.
I think 7 of them will. Actually, pretty much all of them are dead.
Yeah.
So
only one will survive.
So, guys, if you like listening to our show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. If you're listening on there right now, all you have to do is go into the app and scroll down a little bit on our channel or whatever. What is it called? I don't know.
What?
On our podcast, channel thing. Just scroll down on that. No.
What are you talking
Apple
about?
Podcasts. You don't listen.
Apple Podcast reviews.
Yeah, so just scroll down, you'll find it. Just type in leave a review. And you can leave a review.
What?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Oh my gosh. Also, like us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
Like us.
We're at the Hoot Podcast. And then we also have Gmail. If you guys want to ask questions, you can ask us on Gmail or Instagram. Our Gmail is thehootpodcast@gmail.com. Ashley, do you want to talk about the Allery?
Join the Allery for $3 and you'll become a little hoot. And if you give us $5 a month, then you will become a hooter.
Hoot.
And this helps us to continue making the podcast better and also gives you some exclusive content.
Yeah.
That
along with
no one
things.
else gets to hear.
Yeah. And you can do that at patreon.com/thehootpodcast. Lastly, please share our show with a friend.
Do it.
Yeah. You know how we talk about the podcasts that we like on here? You should do that with your friends. And be like, I like the Hoot podcast. That one's pretty good. They talk about TV and movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly, thank you so much for listening to The Hoot.
Hoot.